anime has given its fans various and bizarre stories that no one thought would be possible. The plot may involve a boy's love, girl's love, love between superstitious beings, or even love between humans and monsters. You name it, and the anime world will have that kind of plotline. And with such complex and ever-evolving elements in anime storyline, it's not a surprise that we meet unique couples in an anime series. One of the popular ones would be couples with an unsettling age gap. Some fans would feel disgusted with such pairs, while others will find it cute. With all of that, here are some anime partners that have a dramatic age gap. Chisen and Elias, the ancient Magus' bride. This dark fantasy manga turned anime centers around the relationship between an ancient Magus and a human kid. The two met after Elias bought Chise at an auction market since Chise was a slave biggie. That makes her absorb magic around her. Elias is a 200-plus-year-old mythological magician, while Chise is a 15-year-old human kid. Elias introduced Chise as his apprentice, as well as his bride. With the insane age difference, fans do not find them cringy at all, since the relationship between them is more like a companionship. The connection between them eventually evolved as the story goes on, making fans love this couple even more. Ririchido and Sushi Mikitsumi, Inoboku SS. Ririchido is 15 while Sushi is 22. This 7-year gap is not insanely huge. However, it is still considered pretty unusual for any anime series. Also, with Ririchido's lolly appearance and Sushi's mature build, people could see the age difference between them. Ririchido and Sushi is a badass couple with yokai forms to fight against bad guys. Also, they are a comedic duo, as they have moments in the series that would make you laugh out loud. And don't forget the visuals these lovers have when they are together. You will love them more when you discover the kind of love they have for one another. Akira Takinaba and Masami Kondu, from Love is Like After the Rain. Love is Like After the Rain is a 2018 anime that introduces a couple with a massive age difference. Akira Takinaba is a 17-year-old high school track and team member who injured herself, and as a consequence, forced herself to quit. With such an accident, she decided to start working at a family restaurant in her spare time. As the story progresses, Akira finds herself falling in love with her 45-year-old manager, Masami Kondu. Kondu is a shy and awkward middle-aged man who makes dad jokes and laughs at them by himself. But Akira finds this trait of Kondu as endearing. In the series, Kondu does not reciprocate Akira's feelings. But as the main protagonists in the series, their platonic relationship is still worth noting. Mizuho Kazami and Kei Kusanagi, from Please Teacher. As the title suggests, it follows the story of a student-teacher relationship. Mizuho Kazami was a 23-year-old alien who was sent to Earth to observe human life as a teacher, while Kei Kusanagi was an 18-year-old protagonist who retains his 15-year-old body because of his 3-year coma state. On one eventful day, Mizuho and Kei were teleported to the house of Kei's uncle, and who was then the headmaster of Mizuho's school. To save Mizuho from embarrassment and trouble, Kei told his uncle that they were married, hence an actual civil marriage between them. As the story progresses, the couple will face hardships and problems that will test their relationship. Nadeshiko Amamiya and Fujitaka Kinomoto, Cardcaptor Sakura. Nadeshiko and Fujitaka is another couple that started with a student-teacher relationship. They met when Fujitaka was in his first year teaching in Nadeshiko's high school. When Nadeshiko was saving a baby bird, she fell on the branch of a tree and landed on Fujitaka. After such an encounter, they fell in love. Nadeshiko was 16 when she married 25-year-old Fujitaka. Despite their age difference and the objection of Nadeshiko's relatives towards their marriage, they lived a happy life that Nadeshiko wanted until she died when she was 27 years old. Some fans love or hate this couple. However, the fact that their love was strong and Fujitaka remains all in love with Nadeshiko all these years, as shown in the anime, will make you forget their age difference. Even in death, they still love each other. That Nadeshiko will always guide her family being an angel. Rin and Sesshomaru from Inuyasha. Rin is the 8-year-old child that was saved by Sesshomaru, who is approximately 900 years old. Rin was the one who helped Sesshomaru after the battle with Inuyasha, where he was injured. At first, he completely ignored Rin's presence around him. However, he brought her back to life when she was attacked by wolves in the forest using Tensaiga. After being saved by Sesshomaru, Rin chose to stay by his side. As the story progresses, Rin and Sesshomaru developed a unique relationship. Sesshomaru finally found something that makes him feel for humans when he met Rin. And now in the Inuyasha sequel, Yashahime, Princess Half-Demon, it is shown that something happened to Rin and that story revolves around figuring out what eventually caused Rin's demise. The sequel anime is still ongoing, and that slowly is starting to reveal some hot information on how Sesshomaru's relationship with Rin evolved. Amu Hinamori and Ikuto Tsukiyomi, Shogchara. Shogchara is a magical girl genre anime that revolves around Amu, the main female protagonist, who is referred to by her classmates as the cool and spicy personality. The truth is that she is shy and prays to be true to herself. Thus, the birth of her fairy-like guardians called the Shugachars, or guardian characters. The story revolves around her finding her true self among her guardian's guide. She encounters numerous love interests, but nothing sticks like Ikuto. This couple doesn't have a drastic age difference unlike other anime pairs, since they only have a 5 or 6 year gap. Amu was in 5th grade, age 11 or 12, when she met Ikuto, who was in his senior year of high school, age 17 or 18. Despite the age difference, they have developed a love-hate relationship throughout the anime and manga. Eventually, they became a couple at the end of the series. Hiyori-Iki and Yato from Noragami. Noragami follows the story of a deity named Yato, who desires to be a famous god one day. He encounters in his adventure a human girl named Hiyori whose spirit frequently leaves her body, and Yukine, a young wandering soul who he adopts as his weapon. As the story progresses, Yato, a 1,000-year-old deity, starts to get attached to his 16-year-old human companion. They both helped each other in the series and eventually have a special relationship with one another. Even though it is still not that evident if they are in love with each other, it is, however, clear that they have a special bond that makes their relationship unique. Lelouch and CeCe, Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion. Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion follows the story of a 17-year-old Lelouch who wanted to change the course of life in Britannia, which was still recovering from war and is in danger of another war. Lelouch met CeCe, an immortal witch, and gave him the power Geass. The relationship between Lelouch and CeCe was not purely romantic, but rather companionship. They are open to each other and trusted their life to each other's hands. They confided in one another, and such a relationship is deemed unique that is rarely found in any anime series. Rika Sasaki and Yoshiyuki Terada from Cardcaptor Sakura. Rika and Terada Sensei are another anime couple that has a student-teacher relationship. Rika is 11 years old, while Terada Sensei is presumed to be between 20 to 35 years old. In the anime, Rika has a one-sided love for her sensei. However, in the manga, it is portrayed that they have feelings towards each other, and that Terada Sensei presented a promise ring to Rika, stating that one day it will be a wedding ring. With such actions, fans presume that he has the intention of marrying Rika when she grows old. Even with such an age gap between them, they still portray an innocent love. And fans do not mind it at all, as they find this couple having genuine feelings towards each other. What do you think about the list that we have? Do you have another couple in mind that is relatively known for their age gap? If you do, let me know in the comment box below. And if you like this content, hit that like button so I can do more of these related content. Maybe you would like me to make another list featuring yaoi or yuri couples that have an age gap difference. And if you want to support the channel, smash that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of my latest video, don't forget to ring that notification bell right in the corner. And with that, I hope you have a pleasant day ahead of you, my beautiful weebs. Until the next video, sayonara.